Hello Dreamers, welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Reddit review. Let's see what's been going on in the last couple of few days. Tyresha, did you know this? Is this new or I'm just stupid? Okay, let's take a look. We have wallpapers and then we can move them. Yes, it is new. It literally was just added in the last update. So now if we have wallpaper, you know, some wallpapers have been super annoying because they would not align properly with some room sizes. For example, this wallpaper, you can put it down and as you see, it's not really symmetrical, but now you can literally just hold it and move it. And if you're on controller, you can hold you can hold X and just move L controller, left stick of your controller as well. It's kind of cool. You can even apply it to other walls as well. It's a really good feature. Allows you to make finally symmetrical wallpaper on the walls. And while we're talking about maybe not very well-known update features, as you know that the cooking got substantially slowed down. If you want to cook something, it takes forever to drop ingredients into the cauldron, and I find this annoying. But there is one, as far as I know, one cooking station that does not have the slowing effect, and it's Vizier's alchemy table. If you have Jafar, pretty sure that's what you get him from. You get it from his French requests, if I'm not mistaken. This one is also a cooking station, but look at the speed of auto-filling ingredients in this one. It's as fast as it used to be. For some reason, this does not get affected by the speed decrease. So if you like cooking, if you cook a lot, and if you're frustrated with super slow speed, use the Jafar's cooking table. Just a picture of my Meadow and Plaza by librarian number 807. Okay, this angle is phenomenal. Also, I love what you did here. Oh god. Okay, we can kind of zoom. I love what you did in the middle of the meadow. Having all of the buildings around like this, that is smart. I've never seen somebody make a design like this, and it looks really good. Very unique meadow. I love how you have centerpiece and meadow and the plaza. Looks like they match pretty nicely as well. Very open areas, park vibes. Love it. Very, very unique build and very nice looking as well. Dearest Gentle Reader. Something tells me it's the reference that I'm not getting. By Moose Gaming Corner. That's awesome. I saw a lot of your posts on our Discord and I love your builds. Okay, we got... Oh, that's... What a coincidence. 2 posts in a row have a photo of both Plaza and Meadow. This one definitely has a much different vibe though. This one more of a kind of Bridgerton kind of vibe and like more older Victorian era. Very nature oriented, but the top looks... I think the idea was to create like a giant mansion with multiple sections. And I think you absolutely nailed the look. From Meadow, it definitely looks like a mansion. Love it. Also putting plants and flowers around a Ratatouille fountain. Thank you for the idea. I'm gonna use it in my builds, I think. I never even thought of it. For some reason, I'm like, that fountain, something is missing. I did put a bunch of petals around it. I kind of look how it looks. I'm gonna try to put some plants around it to see how this works. Oh, fancy this looks. Very nice. Very unique build once again. And I am looking for some inspiration for my meadow. This is not exactly what I'm going for, but I did get a couple ideas from here. I feel like with the plaza that I just finished building, I feel like my meadow should be... I'm thinking to be more... It has to be more modern because I literally have city with roads as my plaza. So I'm going to have to go more modern. But I can totally see myself making a floating island maybe that has like this old style, and definitely going to make a build like this for a dream snap. Cinematic look at my Mythopia garden by Dreamlight Anya. Ooh, Dreamlight Anya with a new build. Let's check it out. Also, I love myself some cinematic looks. Oh, yeah. Somehow this build looks familiar. I'm very confident I saw it before. I guess it's... Is it an old build, but you just made like a more cinematic view of it? I'm like 99% sure I've seen this on Reddit. Long time ago, actually. The angles are awesome, though. Mythopia Garden. Beautiful work, Anya. Beautiful work. Cozy Mimu Gaming. I finally finished my valley, and it only took 1,000 hours. I mean, I'm assuming you mean you've been playing for about 1,000 hours, and you just finished your valley. I don't think you mean it took 1,000 hours just for the decorating part, because that would be very hard to spend 1,000 hours just decorating this valley. Okay. Custom red looks so good in front of this theater. It's just very fancy. Ooh, wow. For a second I was like, this looks just like my plaza. But to be fair, this is the technique that I also got from Reddit. I've made a whole video on it before. Basically, this was one of the most popular posts of all times on Reddit, where someone came up with the idea to put a daisy house in the corner between Scrooge and Remy's. And when I saw this, I'm like, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. And I've seen a lot of people doing it after that. So yeah, this is a very efficient way. If you guys are wondering where to put Daisy Shop, do this. This is such a good idea. Okay, we got Meadow. Once again, plazas and meadows. This week, lots of plazas and meadows. Interesting. Very interesting. So you went... So since we have pretty similar looking plazas, I'm very curious to see what you did with your meadow, because I'm looking for my meadow inspiration. And I like this. I like the mix of nature, and it still seems like it's not like... It feels pretty modern too. You got a vineyard! Okay, so I said it before, I wanted to make a vineyard in my valley for such a long time. Initially, I was planning to do it in somewhere in Eternity Isle, but seeing this in a meadow, I'm like, maybe that's what I'm gonna do in a meadow. Definitely gonna consider it. Oh, you got a beach as well. Wait, okay, this is the whole valley. You're posting the whole valley. That makes sense. That is... Which side? Oh, this is Skull Rock, so this is the left side of the beach. Got Moana. I like how open this is. You could probably pull this off with 3,000 item limit. It feels very spacious. Love it. We got the glade with the train. Oh yes. Oh yes. I don't know. I feel like I'm looking in the mirror of my mind. I was literally like, this is... I actually started building my glade in the past. And I had a train track going around one of the lakes. And now I'm like, we think so similarly. This is crazy. I love it. Now all I need to do is just copy your valley, and I got myself my perfect valley. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to come up with something original. But this is beautiful. This is exactly what I envisioned for my Glade of Trust. It's kind of scary a little bit. I do not have any ideas for my Sunlit Plateau, though. So... I'm all ears. Ooh, Donald in Sunlit by his lonesome. Interesting. I always envision him in a meadow inside the Toontown, but also, how do I feel about making a wild Toontown to make a jungle and put all of the Mickey characters in the jungle? I'm not against it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not against it at all. Oh, and there is a Toontown in the forest. Okay. Now we have completely different visions, which is totally fine. I love seeing something that I've never seen before. A Toontown in a forest. I mean, why not? It looks great, and since you don't need to accommodate Donald, it can easily work. And oh yeah, for some reason it feels so weird for me right now to look at any winter-related builds, because I'm kind of, my mind is like welcoming spring already. And the winter just feels weird, but yeah, I bet when it's like fall, September, October, I'm gonna be like, ooh, I want to see some winter builds. I want to make a build for my winter. Yeah, this is nice. Looks the family of Snowman. I like how you chose two best angles for each of the biomes. Oh, and the graveyard in Forgotten Lands. Ooh, pink trees in Forgotten Lands. It's like cute, but also sinister. Love it. Wow, that is a sick valley. Congratulations on finishing it. That's my goal. That's my goal for 2025. to finally finish my valley, and I just started, just did the plaza, so we still have 7 more biomes to go. Subscribe not to miss all. I'm gonna stream all of the building of my valley live, and I'm gonna need your help because I otherwise I'm gonna spiral and never get anything done. So every Thursday and Sunday we're doing a live stream. Usually the decorating is on Sunday. Thursday is a dream snap spiral. So every Sunday, if you want to come and give some input on my valley, I would appreciate it. I just remembered why I stopped my star path 2 weeks ago. Okay, so last Reddit review we saw a post of a person having 6 Daisy challenge tasks left in their star path, and now we have the royal duties one. To be fair, at this point all you need is 15 royal duties and you got all of this done. The whole page is going to be done. This is the most efficient way. I usually combine wait to combine 2 of these per task because I still need Dreamlight, so I don't mind doing a little bit of grinding, but doing one of them at a time feels a little bit wasteful, so I usually do them in pairs. But yeah, you're definitely going to be very efficient. It's going to take you like probably 10 minutes to finish 6 tasks. It's super efficiency. Realm maps, please. Does it frustrate anyone else that the realms don't have maps? They're so confusing, especially the Frozen realm. The Aladdin realm has stressed me out too. I would just enjoy maps. I'm actually gonna agree with this. Not just because of how confusing they are. I would honestly probably prefer to not have a map until I finish the realm, because I do like exploring it, but I guess it should be an option to allow people to have a map in case they want to make it easier. For me, personally, the most important reason for a map is to be able to see where other characters are. And I also want a map for floating islands for the same reason. I want to be able to see where the characters are. Sometimes I bring a bunch of people and then they spread out and I cannot find the character and I cannot just go see on the map where they are. So maps in realms and floating islands, I'm totally for it. We got Nora from Horrible Gaming. The start of my Toontown with natural areas on the floating island. Okay, Toontown on a floating island. That's interesting. I like how colorful it looks. Also the way you put 2 fire departments at different angles, making it look like a bigger building, like a whole fire complex in the corner. Also the train, the trolley just going around. My god, imagine if we could actually... the tracks would actually be functional and the trolley would actually go. So we could create a loop around our valley and just activate the trolley and it would just go in a loop around the valley. Oh my god. Then I would push Maui and probably Remy under the train and see what happens. Sorry, just the dreams that will never come true. But yeah, that would be cool if we could have basically designed the loop for the trolleys or even the train, the green train. That would be awesome. But yeah, love this build. Looks very colorful and very well thought out. This outfit is so cute. I love my boyfriend. I was honestly having a really crappy day at work, cried twice, and was just counting down the clock till I could get home and play. Before I read any further, let me ask you a question. Are you a teacher? Because that seems like it describes a day of a teacher. My wife is a teacher, so I know. I have a very strong feeling you're a teacher. During the last hour of my shift, I get a text from my boyfriend with a picture of the seasonal giant moonstone pack purchased on my computer screen. I was explaining to him the premium shop last week and had mentioned in passing that I thought the dress was cute, and now I have a ton of moonstones to play with in the coming weeks. Made my day much better. Love him. That is so cute. I have seen a post a couple days ago. I don't know if it's going to show up in this Reddit review. Basically similar, but in that post, husband completed the event while the person was at work. So they grinded the clovers for them. And they don't even play the game. They just know they care and wanted to get the cauldron. Please, for the love of God, line up. I have nothing to say on this topic. Disney Dreamlight Valley and lining things up are mortal enemies, and I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, some things just will never align with some things. Just gotta accept it. And hope that we'll ever get a smaller grid in the future. Well, I thought it would be safe. Okay, I've seen this post already 3 days ago. So I already made a video on the multiplayer ban situation, and I'm not gonna dive deep into it and definitely not try to fearmonger anyone, but just a quick update on the situation. From everything I've seen, it's still happening. In this case, the person, all they did were visit a friend, somebody who they trust, and picked up 3 leaf clovers and a pixel shard. And that's it. Then they left, and then the game crashed, and then they saw the message about getting flagged for cheating or modding. So unfortunately, the issue still keeps happening. This person, as far as I know, did not get banned, so it was only a warning. And from what I see, a lot of people receive the warning, and it never results in a ban. So it doesn't mean they're gonna lose their account. So let me give a little bit of positive spin on this whole banning situation. Most of the people that got mistakenly banned. So if you got a warning, I feel like it doesn't, like, it shouldn't be a huge reason for concern. It doesn't mean that you're gonna get banned, but I would definitely recommend to not visit any treasure valleys, because it seems like Gameloft has been pretty open that they are completely against it, which is kind of hilarious, because about a year ago when multiplayer just came out, I'm pretty sure they posted something on Twitter, something like, oh, we love seeing your treasure valleys and sharing resources with the community. Well, I guess they're not happy to see them anymore. So yeah, definitely do not go to treasure valleys. However, if you did nothing of the sort, if you just visited a friend and you did not use any mods, and if you got banned, it happens. It doesn't seem to happen very often. Most of the time, you're just going to get a warning. It feels like bans are much more selective. So, but if you did get banned, definitely reach out to support as soon as you got banned and explain the situation. I have heard a lot of success stories where people managed to get their account unbanned. It's still, in my opinion, unacceptable to just even give people false warnings, because a lot of people might get scared, and I feel like a lot of people might not even want to play the game because of the constant fear that they might get marked, flagged, or banned. I feel like Gameloft should figure this out, but I just wanted to give some hope to people who are really afraid of it. Most likely, if you are not breaking any rules, you shouldn't lose your account. That being said, it still happens, but most people are able to get it back. And the funniest thing is, so, I mean, by funny, I mean sad. The person collected some clovers and a pixel shard. Pixel shard is literally requires you to visit somebody in multiplayer to be able to get it. So they're basically, like, if this mechanic exists and you can imagine getting a warning for picking up a pixel shard, it's kind of funny in a sad sort of way. And while we're on the topic, there was another post this week. Bans are still happening. So this person did actually visit a treasure valley. So technically they did break a TOS. And I don't know if this is new or not, but when you visit in multiplayer, now you have a message. Please remember that it's vital to follow community rules and guidelines during valley visits. Failure to comply may result in a permanent ban. I swear I don't remember seeing this message ever before. I feel like that's something they added, except I wish they would like show you the rules, or at least make you read them before even going on the multiplayer. I still feel like a lot of people, like, it's so vague, this message. Like, most people are not going to go out of their way to try to find online whatever are the rules and guidelines during valley visits. Is there even a place in a game where you can have like a concise version of them? I feel like this would help a lot with all the confusion. But anyway, the person went to the treasure valley. They have gotten a couple of stacks of resources, nothing crazy, and they got flagged and then immediately banned from the multiplayer. They spent 1,500 hours playing this game. So yeah, it's also crazy how there are still treasure valleys on Twitch. There is literally channels that are dedicated to treasure valleys, and some of them are requiring you to become a subscriber to their Twitch channel to even be able to visit. And they are literally, as the person said here, they keep assuring that nothing is wrong with visiting, and they have tested everything. And this is not the first person I've seen saying this. A lot of Treasure Valley owners or people who run them regularly, they will try to assure people that it's completely safe and nothing's going to happen. I honestly don't see the point. If it's like at this point, it's pretty much complete lie. It's definitely not worth the risk, and it's not safe whatsoever. If you got banned by mistake, if you didn't actually participate in the Treasure Valley, you might get your account back. However, if you did go to Treasure Island, the chances of getting your account restored become much, much smaller. This person sent Gameloft a ticket, so I am actually very curious to see if they are going to get the account unbanned. Let me read the comments. Maybe there is actually a resolution. That's actually a good comment. I don't understand how Treasure Valley people can continue operations as normal, but those visiting get banned. Like, this is so weird. People who actually do the hacking and people who are distributing these hacked items do not get banned. Or maybe they do, but we don't hear about it. But people who pick those items up are the ones who are getting punished. Oh, this is sad story. My mom got banned for letting someone come and buy something from her store. She hadn't gone to anyone's valley and nobody had come to her except one person and got something from her store. I've seen multiple people saying they only did Scrooge store visits and they got banned. And it's just disheartening. Like, I can understand maybe getting flagged, but banned for one Scrooge visit? You should definitely contact Gameloft support. I'm like 99% sure you'll be able to restore the account, but it's just not fair that you have to go through it for just using the multiplayer just as it was intended. So just reading the comment section, there's a lot of stories of people in similar situations where they didn't even visit Treasure Island and they still got banned. There's also a lot of people who are absolutely terrified and not going to touch multiplayer at all, which in my opinion is a smart idea at this point until Gameloft comes out with official response and puts like some order into what's going on. Right now, just using a multiplayer portal for any reason whatsoever seems like it's just not worth the risk. I feel like it's a huge oversight on Gameloft's part. Not just the fact that it's happening, the fact that they haven't addressed it and it's been happening for a long time. It's literally right now the biggest controversy in the community, the biggest source of panic, and I've personally seen multiple people just completely stopping to play the game, either because they got banned and they just want to do dream snaps and they don't see a point of playing without dream snaps, or because they just like multiplayer, and if they cannot use it, then the game is just not as fun for them anymore, and this is really disheartening. Please, Gameloft, we need some clarity. Another thing I just want to add, I feel like it's gonna be much less of an issue if Gameloft just removed dream snaps from the feature that's being restricted by these bans. If the only if the only punishment for getting banned would be just losing access to the portal and multiplayer, I feel like it would be much less of a deal. However, dream snaps is the reason why most people are terrified of this ban. I don't understand why dream snaps are even a part of this of the ban. What does it have to do? It's not like you can share items through dream snaps. Dream snap is something you do in your own game. It has no connection to the multiplayer portal or sharing resources. So if the bare minimum they should do is to not restrict dream snaps for banned people. Okay, we're gonna end this video on a positive note. So, Dreamlight Bowling Alley by the Durezd. And if you watched my previous Discord review, we had the bowling alley done with touch of magic. This one is more traditional, but it still looks super good. It has like this little cartoonish charm to it, which is awesome. Yeah, I can definitely see doing something like this for Dream Snap. I hope we have some sort of Dream Snap, something like an arcade or sports or something where I can show off all of these new items. Ooh, Jasmine and Aladdin Palace. I got the new walls in the premium shop and just wanted to throw this out there. They tuck in pretty nice in the desert palace to create a cohesive palace look with Jasmine and Aladdin Tower. Oh, that's what I was hoping for. Oh my god. And the double house. Oh my god, this is I'm doing this. This is it. This is it. This is what this house was meant for. what is it called? The Desert Palace. So how to get 2 of them, in case you don't know. You place one as a regular house skin, then you turn your main house into it as well. All you need to do is just pick it up in the furniture mode, just like this. This is your main house, the one where your character actually lives, that has your indoor interior. And then you click on replace, and then you can select any house. So you pick Desert Palace, and then you can place this house and the Desert Palace itself from the furniture menu and make it build like this. This is the best possible use for the new walls and for Aladdin's Palace. This looks incredible. I'm blown away. I'm so glad I bought these walls. All right, we finished on the positive note. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what are you using your walls for, and which biome are you building your Agrabah? Are you gonna make a market? Are you gonna make what are you planning to build? Are you gonna make it a floating island? Are you gonna make it in glittering dunes? I'm probably gonna go for glittering dunes because we literally have a giant version of the palace in glittering dunes, and we have all of this stuff is gonna match it so nicely. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the supporters. I'll see you in the live stream later today. We're gonna spiral on the new Dream Snap. It's gonna be fun. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Woohoo!
Amazing. Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here. Hey, nice to see you.
Oh, hello.